This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information and to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Good Things to Eat as Suggested by Rufus. Section 10, Miscellaneous. Beauregard eggs. 2 level tablespoons butter, 2 level tablespoons flour, 1/2 level teaspoon salt, 1 cup milk, 4 hard-boiled eggs. Make a white sauce of the butter, flour, salt, and milk, and add the whites of the eggs chopped fine. Cut buttered toast in pointed pieces and arrange on a hot plate to form daisy petals. Cover with the sauce and put the egg yolks through a ricer into the center. Egg and potato scallop. Fill a buttered baking dish with alternate layers of cold boiled potatoes sliced thin, hard-boiled eggs also sliced, and a rich white sauce poured over each layer. Cover the top with buttered crumbs and set in the oven until the crumbs are browned. Eggs scrambled in milk. 1/2 pint of milk, 5 eggs. Heat the milk in a saucepan, and when it is just at the boiling point, stir in the eggs, which should have been beaten enough to mix them thoroughly. Stir steadily until they thicken. Add a 1/2 teaspoonful of salt and serve at once. Egg with white sauce for luncheon. Cut stale bread into 1/4 slices and shape into rounds, then saute in olive oil. Arrange on a hot platter, and on each place a French poached egg. Cover with Marnay sauce. Sprinkle with buttered breadcrumbs and put in oven just long enough to brown crumbs. For the Marnay sauce, cook 1 1/2 cups of chicken stock with 1 slice of onion, 1 slice carrot, bit of bay leaf, a sprig of parsley, and 6 peppercorns until reduced to 1 cup. Then strain. Melt 1/4 cup of butter. Add 1/4 cup flour and stir until well blended. Then pour on gradually while constantly heating the chicken stock and 3/4 cup scalded milk. Bring to the boiling point and add 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/8 teaspoon paprika, 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese, and 1/2 cup goose or duck liver cut in 1/3 inch cubes. Light omelet. Separate your eggs and beat the yolks until thick and light colored, adding a tablespoonful cold water for each yolk and a seasoning of salt and pepper. Beat the whites until they are dry and will not slip from the dish. Then turn into them the beaten yolks, folding carefully until thoroughly blended. Have the pan hot and butter melted. Turn in the mixture, smothering it over the top. Cover and place on asbestos mat on top of stove until well risen. Then uncover and set in the oven to dry. Try it with a heated silver knife thrust in the middle. When done, cut across the middle, fold and turn out. Dust with sugar, glaze, and serve quickly. Omelet for 1. Beat the yolks of 2 eggs until creamy. Add 4 tablespoons of milk and saltspoon of salt. Add the whites beaten stiff and put into a hot pan in which a rounding teaspoon of butter is melted. The mixture should begin to bubble almost at once. Cook 3 or 4 minutes, slipping a knife under now and then to keep the underside from burning. When the top begins to set, fold it over and turn on a hot platter. Scrambled eggs with mushrooms. Pare, wash, and slice half a pound of fresh mushrooms. Put them in a sautoir. Cover, shake the sautoir once in a while, and cook 10 minutes. Break and beat 5 or 6 eggs in a saucepan, adding seasoning of salt, pepper, nutmeg, and 1/2 ounces of butter, cut into bits. Add the mushrooms, set over the fire, stir constantly with a wooden paddle, and when eggs are thick and creamy, turn into a heated dish. Garnish with toasted bread points and serve at once. Scrambled eggs with peppers. Scrambled eggs on toast with chopped sweet green peppers make an excellent breakfast dish. Toast 4 slices of bread, butter, and put where the platter on which they are arranged will keep hot. Put a tablespoonful of butter in a hot frying pan. As soon as it bubbles, turn in 1/2 eggs which have been broken in a bowl, and mix with 1/2 tablespoonfuls of water. As the whites begin to set, whip together quickly with a silver knife. Sprinkle over the top 2 finely cut peppers from which the seeds have been removed. Stir through the eggs, let the whole cook a 1/2 minute, then pour over the slices of toast, garnish with sprigs of parsley, and serve at once. Scotch eggs. Shell 6 hard-boiled eggs and cover with a paste made of 1/3 stale breadcrumbs cooked soft in 1/3 cup milk. Then mix with 1 cup lean boiled ham minced very fine and seasoned with cayenne pepper, 1/2 teaspoon mixed mustard, and 1 raw egg beaten. Roll slightly in fine breadcrumbs and fry in hot deep fat a delicate brown. Bananas with oatmeal. Add a teaspoonful of salt to a quart of rapidly boiling water and sprinkle in 2 cups of rolled oatmeal. Set the saucepan in another dish of boiling water, a double boiler. Cover and cook at least 1 hour. Longer cooking is preferable. Have ready 1/2 a banana for each person to be served. The banana should be peeled and cut in thin slices. Put a spoonful of the hot oatmeal over the bananas in the serving dishes. Pass at the same time sugar and milk or cream. Other cereals may be served with bananas in the same way. Spawn and milk. Have the water boiling fast. Salt to taste. Then, holding a handful of meal high in the left hand, let it sift slowly between the fingers into the bubbling water, stirring all the time with the right hand. Stir until a thin, smooth consistency obtains. Then push back on the fire where it will cook slowly for several hours, stirring occasionally with a pudding stick or wooden spoon. It will thicken as it cooks. Serve in bowls with plenty of good rich milk. Boiled samp. Soak 2 cupfuls overnight in cold water. In the morning wash thoroughly, cover with boiling water, and simmer gently all day. Do not stir, as that tends to make it mushy, but shake the pot frequently. As the water boils away, add more, but not enough to make much liquid. About a 1/2 hour before serving, add a cupful rich milk, tablespoon butter, and salt to season. Let this boil up once and serve hot. Molded cereal with banana surprise. Turn any leftover breakfast cereal, while still hot, into cups rinsed in cold water, half filling the cups. When cold, scoop out the centers and fill the open spaces with sliced bananas. Turn from the cups onto a buttered agate pan, fruit downward, and set into a hot oven to become very hot. Remove with a broad-bladed knife to cereal dishes. Serve at once with sugar and cream or milk.